Well, hello, and a very good morning to you wherever you are listening. I know some of you have made it a special effort to get up early this morning to tune in, so it's very good of you to do that. My name is Gareth Giles, and as many of you know, I run a YouTube channel, Gigi the Piano Man. And today is the first of what is going to be a monthly series called Coffee on the Keys, which is a chance to switch off from the world and maybe switch off from work if you're stuck at your desk, or indeed painting over in Finland as you are on and to enjoy perhaps some piano music and a bit of chat. Most importantly, these mornings are charity coffee mornings, and I've put a link below this video, and also you've seen it, which will enable you to make a donation, perhaps the cost of a cup of coffee or something that you would have out, and that money will go directly to my chosen charity for March, April and May. And that charity is a local charity to me. It's RENTSTART in Surrey, UK, and they are a tremendously hard-working charity who help the homeless and anybody who is vulnerably housed. So it's an extremely good cause, and I do urge you to pop into the pot, as it were, and to make a donation that will directly help the work that they do. So, what we're going to do this morning is, as I say, play, and if you wish, if you want to join in the chat, then do, and I'll talk to you in between if I can. Those of you who tune into my Sunday shows know the sort of format. So you're going to get quite a mix of music this morning. And because it's the first charity coffee morning, Coffee on the Keys, I've had fun choosing pieces which are all linked, shall we say. There are two main links going on this morning, so do throw in any ideas of what you think the links are. I think they're quite obvious, but let's see how you do. Whatever you're doing, sit back, stand back, lie back, whatever you do, and do enjoy the music that I'm going to play for you this morning. Thank you very much. Good morning if you've just joined us. Yes, indeed, Richard. A vase of tulips. Oh, I see. Oh, hi, Jill. I thought you were just saying good morning, but it was indeed Morning from Pierre Gynt's suite, written in 1875 by Edvard Grieg. And I'm glad somebody noticed the other tulips. Yeah, they've gone now. They dilated on me. Hey, Daisy, that's an idea, isn't it? Flowers, piano, organ. Great idea. Yeah, so, and before that, our theme music was, of course, Jive, written by Ben Oakland in 1940. And that was first made famous by the Ink Spots. And latterly, Manhattan Transfer did a very nice version of it as well. So, like I say, you're going to get quite a bit of variety this morning in what I play in terms of styles. But there are two themes going through. Every piece is one of two themes. So, do say anything that you wish to. I was going to say of relevance in the chat room. Do say what you want, actually, within reason, obviously. Okay, on to our next song. Oh, coffee first, of course. It's the whole point, isn't it? I hope you've got yourselves either a coffee or a tea or a beverage of choice. I feel it might be a tad early for the whiskey or the gin. I don't know. I may well be corrected by somebody in the chat room. Whatever, please enjoy. Indeed. China Tea from 1959 by the wonderful Russ Conway, who also went by the name of Trevor Stanford. Had a very interesting life. Unfortunately managed to lose half a finger, but covered it up extremely well. Oh, we're getting a rundown of what everyone's doing, what everyone's having. Well, there you go. And Richard's just typed it in. Fantastic. Yes, indeed, Richard. Amongst other tragedies in his life, shall we say. Liz, who knows? Who knows? That could well be one of the themes. One of the themes. Can I just say, Daisy, that some of us have been awake for many hours. Hello, Becky, my love. Nice to see you. Well, I'm glad you've worked that out, and I'm glad all those years teaching you A level and a bit of music tech, you've actually now worked out how to sign into YouTube and comment. Good job. I can't hear your response to that, isn't it? I have to say, everyone, this morning you're looking very well, from what I can see. That was indeed Cockles and Muscles, Molly Malone. A nice traditional song. Ah, hello, Steve and Holly. I am guessing the children are back at school, but it's very nice to see you both. What you hear it here, don't you? Look, Daisy. Apparently, seafood is the most mislabeled food sold. Fine. I thought it was Holly. Yeah, nice to see you. Yeah, well, some of you might be edging towards the periphery of skating about the two themes that I've got going on this morning. Just to remind you what you have heard or missed if you were late in. We had Jive to start with. Then we had Morning from Pierre Gynt Suite by Grieg. We then had China Tea by Russ Conway, and that was Molly Malone. On we go. Good evening, Joe. Good morning, Joe. Nice to see you. Oh, well done. You finished for housework. I'm very intrigued, my lovely, to know who made you that lovely cup of coffee. Or perhaps the last 25 minutes have been you putting spoons of coffee in. You usually have about 27 in a cup, I believe. Hello, Chris. Nice to see you. Ages ago, someone said something. Yes, that's well done, Jill. Yes, indeed, it was Ramona. Written in 1928 by a lady called Mabel Wyne. The reason I played that one, I first knew that song. It was a song, I think my mother had the record, the album, of a group called The Bachelors, who were around in the early 60s. And who knows, that may well be a clue to one of our themes. So how are we doing? We've got, according to my little machine, we've got quite a few people in the chat room. That is really good. If you have just joined us, or if you are listening on the catch-up and wondering what on earth is going on here, this is the first of what is going to be a monthly series of musical coffee mornings, charity coffee mornings. And the idea is that between 11 and 12, I'll play a variety of pieces for you. If you wish to, you can chat in the chat room. And perhaps, most importantly, if you wish to, you can make a donation to my chosen charity. And that charity for the month of March and of April and May is a local charity to me here in Elmbridge in Surrey, called RENTSTART. And they do fantastic things in the community, extremely hard-working group, and I know firsthand of the work that they do. So I do urge you perhaps to think about if you were going out for a cup of coffee, if it were allowed, or perhaps sitting outside with a cup of coffee, make that donation. justgiving.com/campaign/coffee on the keys. That will take you to a Just Giving link where you can make a donation. And I can tell you that already we've got £45 has been donated to RENTSTART. Oh, that is so brilliant. Well done. It's a link which is going to remain open for the 3 months. So pile it in. Anytime you think of having a cup of coffee, think, oh, maybe I could give that to RENTSTART and help one of a great many worthy charities. Ah, Liz, you were one of those donators. Yes, 3 people have donated. That is brilliant. I'm so pleased. Good morning, Noel. Are you dancing already, love? Fantastic. Okay. So we haven't got the 2 links really yet. I'll have to give you some. Ooh. Hannah is getting closer. Bachelor's soup? Liz, what are you chatting about? I thought that might wake you up, Daisy, the mention of a croissant. There are 2 themes going on this morning. You have to think a little bit out. Do you want to? Come on, I'm going to give you another reminder of what you've heard so far. So you've heard Jive. You've heard Morning by Grieg, China Tea, Molly Malone, Ramona. On we go. Do you know what? I want to know what you retracted. I missed it. I wouldn't mind another cup of coffee. Can anyone pop round with a cup of coffee? Not you, Joe Chin. Crikey heck. No, dear, oh dear. Yeah. No, Chris Jordan. We have indeed, Richard, played that duettement many a time in one of your French boudoirs, and I'm looking forward to visiting you now you're totally back with Bridge in the UK and doing all that again. So, well, let's just say you're on the right track with one of the themes about drinks. I'm surprised we haven't got the other link yet. So I'm going to play... I'm changing track a bit. I'm trying to give you a hint now. Let's play you this. And maybe the composer of this may possibly give a hint as to what we're up to now. Boom, boom, Mark Turville. In my case, coffee for one, chap. Oh, you're all so close. I love it. I didn't even think we were going to do a sort of guessing game this morning, but it's quite funny now, watching all these ideas. Oh, it's St. Patrick's Day, is it? Well, what you just heard was Nocturne number 5 in B flat by the Irish composer John Field, who is credited really with writing the first nocturnes even before Chopin did. And that was written in 1817, and it is a really beautiful piece. Now, just because it's a nocturne, don't think about going back to bed, Daisy. And Joe, there's no danger of you going back to bed if you've made yourself one of your coffees. If you're just joining us and wondering what's happening, this is Coffee on the Keys, which is going to be a monthly charity coffee morning. And we are today raising money for local charity RENTSTART. So it's a chance to switch off for an hour, listen to some music. If you wish to join in the banter in the chat room, then at your peril is all I will say. Oh, hello, brother. Crikey heck, what time do you call this? Oh, okay, let you off. Hey, Mark, it was a shame you weren't around earlier because people have been doing some hopeless things in the chat room, and there's one song I know you would have known. I'm just going to do a recap of what we heard. There are two themes going on this morning. We heard Java Jive. We heard Morning by Grieg. We heard China Tea. Molly Malone. Ramona. Mark, do you remember that one? T for Two, and just heard Nocturne number 5. Someone is getting very close to what I'm doing this morning in our first coffee morning. So, hearing about you talking about all your housework and your coffees and teas, I really want another coffee. It would be terribly rude, wouldn't it, to sort of to say, yeah, bye, I'm off to make it another brew. I'll tell you what, next month I'll get it sorted out. I'll have one of my coffee machines on the piano so I can just have it on tap going. Never mind, we'll just have to have some water for now. Sorry, turn the microphone away. You don't want to hear me slurping. Well, you do know the name Mark Turville, actually. You've said it. So good you named it twice. Yes, Mark. Sorry, I'm going back. Brother Mark. Ramona by the Bachelors. The Bachelors. Not the Soup Makers, the singing group from the 60s. Sorry, Mark Turville, I misread that. I was playing and I was looking at it. I know this, I'm a Muppet. Sorry, obviously not. Well, and Vision on. Oh, I've just seen Melanie. On your bike then? Bring it round. Be quick though. We're off air in quarter of an hour. Yeah, Mark Turville, that is correct. It is called Java. It's called Java. And sorry, I just thought I'd say that twice. Written in 1958 by Alan Toussaint. And it's a really sort of nice, lively piece of music called Java. So, it looks like we've got about 28 people in the chat room, which is good. And I just want to give you a quick update that we are this morning raising money for local charity RENTSTART, who help the homeless and the vulnerably housed locally. And I'm delighted to tell you that in the pot at this stage there is £70. Isn't that fantastic? Every single pound will go to help that charity. I'm really, really pleased. Well done, everyone who has been contributing. So if it's the first time dipping in to my channel and you're not subscribed, do consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, Gigi the Piano Man. In addition to this monthly coffee morning, every Sunday at 18:30 we broadcast a relaxed date with a dinner set, and on the last Saturday of every month there is a live concert, the next one coming up on Saturday the 27th of March, which will have a very definite spring feel to it. If you've already subscribed, then can I just respectfully ask you, if you're enjoying what's happening this morning, do give the video a thumbs up. It helps other people to find it, and that means they'll also find the link to the charity and maybe make a donation. Hello, Emma. It's wonderful to see you indeed. We had fun in Wayward, didn't we? And with Chris, of course. Morning, Martin. Can you make one for me as well, please? So we've nearly sort of reached the end of our programme. And when I was planning this, it didn't for some time occur to me what today was. In fact, it only occurred to me when I had a number of emails on Sunday saying, you put the wrong date in your email. It should be the 17th of March. 17th of March? St. Patrick's Day. So indeed, that is one of the themes. We've had a few Irish things going on this morning. So the first Irish thing we had was the traditional Molly Malone Cockles and Mussels song, closely followed by Ramona, which, although it wasn't an Irish song, I know it, and it was made very famous in a cover by the Irish group The Bachelors in the 60s. The next Irish piece we had was John Field, Dubliner, John Field's Nocturne No. 5, and that was, of course, well, officially the Londonderry Air. We all know it as Danny Boy. Beautiful, aching, yearning melody. I particularly like it when many of the churches that I've played for have it within their hymnal with various words, and it's beautiful as a hymn as well. It's an absolute nightmare to sing because of its vast range, but everyone usually has a good go, and if not, the organist can cover it up. Oh, Melanie, well done. You spotted it behind me. Yes, I didn't tell you I was an artist, did I? Yeah, I've been drawing on the wall. In actual fact, it's a very beautiful piece of wire art. Well done for spotting that. Very good. I tell you what, that when I put those tulips in the vase at 5:30 this morning, they weren't like that, but they've opened up, they've bloomed. They have. They look very nice. Now for a bit, don't look at my flower arranging, Daisy and Chipperfield and anyone else who does flowers. Please don't. They look nice for now. I can't vouch for later. So I'm still waiting for the knock on the door, Melanie. For goodness sake, we only got 5 minutes. Where's the coffee, love? So we're coming towards the end of our morning together. Sorry, Mart. Banksy. Yeah, so if you... Oh, dear. If any of you, if you're ever in the Elmbridge or the Surrey area and, you spot a bit of graffiti art about coffee, I've been around doing that. Okay, one more song and then we'll talk a little bit more about the charity, what we're doing, and say, well, good morning, whilst we can. Now you know the theme, by the way, of one of them. Let's see if we can pinpoint what the other theme is. So the one theme was Irish music, St. Patrick's Day. Hello, Bob. Nice to see you. Oh, it's good of you to join us between meetings. Yeah, you're sort of getting there now. So, what you've heard or what you've missed, but you can watch on the catch up, our theme music for these coffee mornings, which is going to be Jive. You then heard Morning by Grieg. You need to work out the connection of that one. Then you heard China Tea, you heard Malone, Ramona, Tea for Two, John Field's Nocturne number 5, the Jazzy Java, Londonderry Air or Danny Boy, and that was, of course, Brazil, as many of you correctly said. Bob, you were first. Hey, well done. Followed by Chris Jordan. Yeah, Brazil by Ary Barroso, written in 1939 and made even more groovy, if that's possible, by no, I'm not saying by Ray Conniff. So, if you're offering, Mark, what sort you got on the go, chap? A biscuit, that is. So, can anyone think of a connection of Grieg's Morning? Which of our two themes does that fit into? Now, I know a lot of you out there, you should have been, it's before my time, but back in the 70s, that was actually used as the advertising music for, well, let's just say a certain type of coffee. I better not say it. Don't spoil it, Richard. So, Morning, I remember that as bursting in and advertising a certain type of rather nasty, if I may say so, instant coffee in the 1970s. So, we've had a grand morning, and I'm just going to do a final check on how we're doing. If you would like to make a donation to my chosen charity, the chosen charity is a local charity called RENTSTART, who do wonderful work in this community and indeed in other communities to help the homeless and the vulnerably housed. And you can make a donation to them at justgiving.com/campaign/coffee on the keys, and that's a live link that will remain open until I tell them to take it down, which won't be until the end of May. So that's how you can make a donation to them. I'm absolutely over the moon, cock a hoop, as a parrot or a budgie, to report that in the last hour, your generous donations have already raised £115. Isn't that fantastic? I'm so pleased. That's really good. Bob, yes, it was that one. I didn't dare mention it, otherwise I'd get a copyright strike. So there we go. That's Coffee on the Keys. I really hope you've enjoyed it. As always, I've had the greatest pleasure in playing for you this morning. Don't forget, we have our regular date with the dinner set every Sunday at 18:30. So you can join me again there. Don't forget also, if you've liked what you've heard, then do give it a thumbs up. It enables other people to find it. So, on that note, I will bid you a very good day, a happy St. Patrick's Day, and thank you so much for listening and watching and tuning in. Do share this on with other people, and if you've not had a chance yet to make a donation to RENTSTART, do consider it if you can. I'll put the link up again at the end. Thank you so much.